Hello, everybody. This is Schoolcast, the podcast made for people in school, told by people in school, and also other things. I'm here today with Dat Boy Christopher.
That's me.
Yes, that's Christopher, and also Dino Expert 36. Whatever that means. Anyway, we were just gonna talk a little bit today about a little bit of personal experiences with school, I guess. Stuff like that. That's kind of what this is about. To show you that school isn't actually as scary as it seems. That being said, I go to online school. I don't go to online school nowadays. Actually, I met these guys. I met one of these guys at school. Okay, I'll let you start.
I say that we should start off by saying what exactly our school way is. So I personally go to a public school.
He does.
So I've got public school stories.
I mean, I used to go to public school. I don't anymore. I do online school now. And honestly,
Last time I went to a public school, he was with me.
actually, that is true. I was in 8th grade. Now I'm in 10th grade, actually. Because I skipped 9th grade.
You did? You never told me this.
Yes, I did. I told you like 7 times. I told Christopher,
you told
I think.
Me you were 15 70 times.
I am 15.
Yeah, but that's the only thing you told me. You never told me about what grade you were in. I didn't know you were... no
I told
offense,
someone.
but I didn't know you were that smart.
Well, I told someone. I don't know who it was. Might have been... I don't know. Might have been Seth. I don't remember. In any case, here we go. So, I'm going to start off with a story of 7th grade. Probably. Okay, here's what you gotta understand. And Christopher, you don't know this yet. I might have already told you, but... and Cullum, you might not know this either, but... we just kind of went insane in 7th grade.
Huh.
Pretty much. It was myself, there was a few other people, and by 6th period, which was the last period of the day, we just kind of went insane. Cullum wasn't in that class. And therefore, all the cool stuff happened in 6th period. But really, by all the cool stuff, I mean it was just kind of us being insane. The teacher didn't really care that much.
Well, Adam, remember in 6th grade when we actually had a 7th period because South Hall didn't actually come into our building?
Here's what you gotta know about this. Okay, we went to a school, which was for like the gifted school called Da Vinci Academy. And
I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the school we went to. That's how we met. That's how I met basically everyone in my Discord friend list except for Christopher and Omar and a few other people. But okay, so that happened. In 6th grade, it was its own school. But in 7th grade, they merged with another school in the area called South Hall. And they got rid of 7th period for some reason, but 7th period was like the special period where there was recreational classes or something.
Yes, and me and Snivy both had a
You can call me Adam.
class.
Yeah, we had that. And honestly,
I was
we
kind of a baby in that class, but
I mean, out of all of our voices, no, Josh was in that class. I remember, and his voice barely changed, and then my voice went from being really high, and now it sounds like this.
Huh.
I had the biggest
mine
change.
was also higher than that, but by being a baby, I mean emotionally, because when I didn't get my way, I would cry, and that just made me kind of a weirdo.
You did that? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just remember Josh was like a huge jerk to me in the class. I guess things haven't changed that much. Got him.
Wait,
It was Josh. It was Josh. I remember that. It was for a little while, and then he stopped. So I guess things really haven't changed. I don't know, man.
Shots fired.
It's true though. So that was the thing. So Christopher, you have any stories you want to tell?
I mean, I guess I could.
All right, let's hear 'em.
Shoot, let me think of a good story.
Cool.
Like I've got a lot, I just can't remember them.
Okay.
Gosh.
Okay, well, you're thinking of that. We actually have a story I think I've already told on a previous part on a YouTube video, but I want to say this. There was this. Okay, so we had lunch, and for some reason we were just like really weird, and they had this mashed potatoes. I mean, come on, like I had like Kool-Aid or something, and we put the two together for some reason. And
I've got a story about
And that was weird.
mashed potatoes. Like, I don't understand why people had, like, I'm not
really.
because I'm guessing you grew out of it, but, like,
No, we did that.
People who would just mix their food together. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we did that. We did that once. We put like the friggin' blue Powerade in it too. It was weird. But I don't know why we did it, but we did do it. And someone ate part of it. It was weird. It was kind of hilarious.
About my mashed potato story. Okay. So this is a true story, by the way. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That
was true.
And the kid across from me, I don't remember his name, but I know it's a dude. He got mashed potatoes. He put it in his mouth, like all of it into his mouth.
Oh, this sounds beautiful.
You know, like.
Oh, we lost him.
He's muted.
He got deafened. We lost him. Alright. I feel like okay, here's the thing though. I feel like a lot of Columnized stories are going to be very similar to one another.
Well, I can talk about when I went to, because right now, if I include my high school, I've gone to like 5 or 6 different schools because I changed elementary schools.
Okay, I've been to like 8 different schools. I went to 2 different preschools, actually. Maybe 3, I don't remember. So there was 2 different preschools, 2 different elementary schools. Okay, but then I went to 1 middle school, and I've gone to 1 high school. So actually that's 6. Yeah.
So, this isn't really exciting. I'm gonna have to keep thinking of.
I remember a lot from like one specific day, and it was the mashed potato day. Here's another one from that day. Basically, someone was told to. We were walking to band class. Someone was told to hang up. There was like a poster that fell, and someone was told, and it was Seth. He was told to hang up the poster, and what he did was he just decided to slap the poster on the wall, like actually slap the poster, and he like pulled it over for one time. I just remember that.
Yeah. Hold on. This isn't too exciting, but when I used to go to a school called Lanier Elementary School, this is before I went to Chestnut Mountain Elementary School and met Seth. What happened was every time we would come in, this is like in 3rd and 4th grade, we would come into the building from recess, and there'd be honeysuckles all the way, like from the playground all the way to the doors, and people were just picking them. Like it became a problem. How does getting honeysuckles become a problem?
I don't know.
I'm guessing they just flooded the trash cans with them. So like they told them no more getting honeysuckles, and which was really devastating because everyone loved them.
Bro, like why not? Like there's no real problem with that. That's the thing with a lot of these things. It's not a distraction.
Yeah.
But they can't do it for some reason. Like, dude, and that happens a lot. That never really happened to us, but for some reason, this did happen in like 5th grade. And here's what happened. Okay, so if I remember correctly, so I would sometimes like I had a home computer, and they had like computers at school, but I could do the same work on my home computer, and I would use the home computer after school. So I would sometimes take it to school and just use that. Sometimes. For some reason, they put a restriction on that later, and I don't know why. And also, I feel like this is a pretty cliche problem, but they also banned Pokemon cards.
Oh, come on.
Dude, everyone... I mean, I'm pretty sure it's just like a thing now. In order to be a teacher, you have to ban Pokemon cards.
School, like, after I moved elementary schools to Chestnut Mountain, they were like, it became a problem to where I had to hide them in my desk.
Dude, it's kind of stupid why they do that. I kind of get why. I mean, they can sometimes be a distraction, but just
Yeah.
Like, take them away from the kid if they're using it during class.
Obviously, Pokemon are worshipping the devil. Obviously, I mean.
Dude, apparently Pokemon is like non-religious or something because they can evolve or something. But I don't know if you realize, but it's a work of fiction.
Yeah. And like,
It's like saying Harry Potter is bad because they use witchcraft.
It's fiction.
But my family's okay with it. I mean, they're Christian.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Like, some people, even if they're like heavily like that, it's still fiction. It's all fictional. It's not like the Pokemon's gonna come alive and evolve right in front of your face or something.
Yeah, it's just like...
It's stupid. This is getting kind of off topic to a more what families ban discussion, more and less what schools can. What other weird restrictions did they have? I remember this. Okay, hold on. This is a story. Okay, this isn't really a story, but for some reason, the teachers didn't like the fact that we were talking during lunch back in my elementary school.
Oh, come on.
I'm serious. Back in like 1st to 3rd grade, they didn't like that. And so they would have like weird restrictions on it, like, oh, every 10 minutes or so, we're gonna have 5 minutes where you can't talk to anyone. And it was stupid. Or they had this weird thing called red cup, green cup, and I would put down red cups on the table, and while the red cup was down, you couldn't talk. And that was the stupidest thing ever.
Then don't put down the red cup.
Nah, just knock it off the table.
No, wait, so, what happened, so, at Chestnut Mountain, 5th grade, wait, hold on.
Okay.
After this, I want to finish my mashed potato story.
I would love to hear it.
Yeah, go ahead, I'll tell my story afterward.
So basically, where I left off was he was stuffing all of his mashed potatoes in his mouth.
Oh, God.
Okay, so picture this. He has a giant glob of mashed potatoes in his mouth. Then he just slowly pushes it out of his mouth in like a waterfall. And then it like swirls like ice cream. And I'm like, dude, what the heck? Why are you doing that? And he says, it makes it smoother. And I'm like,
To just eat
like, just eat your mashed potatoes.
You wouldn't need it to be
Scooping your
smoother.
mouth, dude.
You wouldn't need it to be smoother if you would just eat it.
Yeah, like, I don't, yeah, okay. That's so, ooh.
That's disgusting.
So in 5th grade at Chestnut Mountain, we would have this thing where if the lunchroom got too loud, either the principal or one of the lunch ladies would turn off the lights. And if they saw you like whisper or talk just a little bit, then they put you in a desk. It's really sad.
In a desk?
What? In a desk?
Wait, like in one of the desk chairs, like they have at the high schools or something, or like
inside
inside of the they just slowly
Yeah, and like,
stuff you
like
in the
they would
desk.
have a row of desks along the wall, and you would have to leave the lunch table and sit at one
Oh,
of them.
okay, that makes more sense. I thought you meant
That
like
happened to me-
stuff you
that
in the
happened
desk.
to me once, and I had my favorite teacher during that year. So I don't know why I said this, I humbly told her, and she was like, okay, are you sure you want to stand on the wall for recess? I was like, yes. I was like, I don't understand.
I do.
Dude.
Extremely humble.
Dude, like, I mean, I don't understand these weird like lunchroom talking things. Like that's your time to unwind or something. Also, they
They
like.
put kids next to each other. What do they expect is gonna happen?
I mean, yeah, and it's stupid. It's dumb.
Schools say, oh, they need to be in person so that they can socialize. Oh, yes, sitting down quietly and shutting up during the entire day.
I mean, that's kind of the thing. It's like my mom says this. Oh, you have to go to public schools because if you don't go to public schools, you're missing out on an opportunity to socialize with other people. I can't socialize with other people in regular school anyway. Like, I'll happily just not do that.
But, like, so I've only been to silent lunch once.
I've been to silent lunch like 5 times, and it's not, and half the time it's not even my fault. It's just because they have...
The one time when I went to silent lunch was because 5 days in a row I forgot a pencil.
Dude.
So
I forgot a
that
pencil 2 days in a
means
row.
Silent lunch because I got 5 away marks, and it's like, so Why you at silent lunch? Killed a kid. What about you? I forgot my pencil.
No, why are you at silent lunch? Killed a kid. Why are you at silent lunch? I choked a teacher. Why are you at silent lunch? I stuffed the nerd. I stuffed this nerd in the closet. I forgot my pencil. Everyone just beats up that other guy. No, it's like, how dare you forget a pencil 5 days in a row? Okay, Callum, you have any silent lunch stories you want to tell?
Not really, because like I didn't have silent lunch
Oh,
until
I've got a school story.
last year. Ooh, okay.
So basically, I was just standing at the playground in the morning. So there was like a time, 30 minutes in the morning, where you could just play on the playground for 30 minutes.
We had that, I think.
I'm standing there, and I'm whistling, okay? I'm whistling. Some kid says, hey man, he's like, stop whistling. Not friendly, just stop whistling. And I said,
Stop.
why? Because this why. And then he slapped me in the face.
Oh!
So I
Because of you whistling?
hey, this man slapped me in the face for whistling. The principal's office. And I called my mom. And apparently my mom had been called 2 times before. She had been called first because my sister forgot her clarinet. Then because my brother, I don't remember what my brother did. But then the last call she got was like, oh crap, why is he calling? And then she picks it up and I say, Mom, I got slapped in the face. She's like, you slapped someone in the face? And I said, no, I got slapped.
I got slapped in the face. It was because I was whistling.
What? So hard. But something that's worse is that in 2nd grade, so that story was in 5th grade. In 2nd grade, I was really mad. I don't remember why. I think I might have lost a Kahoot or something.
Oh my goodness.
I was coming back from the bathroom, and I passed this girl, and for no discernible reason, I just sucker punched her in the stomach. And I'm like, now I'm like, why did you do that?
Like, why would you do... Like, even when I'm mad at somebody... Okay, actually, I have a funny story here. So, I used to have to... I'm ADHD. And so, what we used to have to... Or I used to be, at least. What used to have to happen was... In 4th grade, I would have to go down to my mom's classroom to get medication for it. And I didn't want to go to class after that, so I would just walk down the hallway, like, very, very slowly, and it would take me, like, 20 minutes to get to class. Every time.
I've got one more principal story.
Ooh.
And it's short, I promise. We're playing kickball in PE class. And just to say, I hate PE class.
Bro, everyone
Like,
hates PE class.
I hate it so much, with a burning passion.
Actually, I think, like, all the sensible people who are introverts on the internet...
And band, I wouldn't have to do PE. But this is in, like, 1st grade.
Oh.
And our teacher's like, hey, what? The teacher's like, hey, why aren't you playing kickball? I said, I'd rather kiss a toad than play kickball. And the person's like, play kickball. I'm like, no. And she took me to the principal. Because I wouldn't play kickball.
Dude, I've never even played kickball. But you know what the worst part about PE class was?
What?
The fact that I wear glasses and I got a ball to the face multiple times.
My God.
I'm like I feel like I'm one of the kids who is not athletic. I don't like PE class. I feel like about half the people don't like PE class, and then the other half think it's fun. I absolutely hate it.
Like a fitness gram pacer test.
Oh
or,
my
like,
goodness.
Fitness gram pacer test.
Dude, didn't they ban that for being too cruel?
No, they still do it. I
Dang it.
listened to them doing it in my school.
Okay, well, here's my fitness gram pacer test story, because everyone has one of those. Yeah, my high score on the pacer is 8.
I got 5 push-ups.
Bro, I got like 2 push-ups, I'm pretty sure. I failed on both of them. I don't know how to do a push-up. Okay, here's actually a funny story. In 8th grade, I think, we were at like this center for... It was sponsored by Zaxby's. I don't remember what we were doing there, though. It was like a bunch of Georgian businesses and stuff.
Was I there too or no?
You were there.
I was?
Yeah, I think we were all there. It was in 8th grade. And basically, we were supposed to do push-ups. And we weren't supposed to, but someone was doing push-ups, so I said, hey, I'm going to do that. And it looked like I was humping the ground.
Wait, I'm confused. When was this?
It was in 8th grade. I think. It was in the 8th grade.
There and you were there?
You weren't there, Christopher. But, Cullum, I think you were there. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna have my silent lunch story now. Here's a silent lunch story from me. In 2nd grade, I think it was in 2nd grade, we had silent lunch, and literally nobody actually knew that we had silent lunch. And then the teacher got on to us because we had silent lunch, and literally nobody knew that we had silent lunch. And then we got in trouble and had to walk laps. Because nobody even knew, because they didn't make it very clear that we had silent lunch.
Did you know I had to go to the principal's office because I was a witness of a fight on the bus?
Dude, I got beat up on the bus.
You did? I never got beaten up.
I've actually that it's not necessarily a lot. Well, I didn't get beaten up, punched and kicked or something, but they wouldn't let me sit down on the bus. It was a bunch of kids. In 6th grade, they didn't let me sit down on the bus. I was actually out for 2 days because of this. I didn't get hurt, but I didn't get hurt physically, but I was hurt mentally. So all the kids got suspended off the bus for a couple days. But one of them was 8 in doing this, and that kind of made me think, why? As an 8-year-old, I would never have beaten someone up.
Now, why didn't you tell the flippin' bus driver?
I told my mom.
I told me, mommy.
I mean, well, actually, what ended up happening is the principal got involved. I told them as well. So yeah, that's what ended up happening. So, yeah, it was.
One time, one of my friends. Well, we can call him an acquaintance because this was during linear elementary school, the year of my linear elementary school. So this was in either preschool or 1st grade. So this guy would keep quoting Acid Movie, and of course, being the lowlife that I was, I didn't watch Acid Movie. I only watched Minecraft YouTubers and stuff.
Dude, Minecraft YouTuber.
I was young, okay. So then and he would mostly quote "Die Potato News," and then I was like, okay, maybe if I do it, he'll like me, and then I did it. It was just awkward.
And he didn't like you after that?
Yeah. Oh, and the same kid, he's not a weird kid. He's more of a daredevil kid.
He's not the weird kid. He's the weird kid that's actually popular.
No. Yes. You could say that. So he would grab an apple and smash it on his head. Oh my god! He would have a bruise on his head, but the apple would be dented. Oh my goodness! The last few days of 5th grade, when I was at Chestnut Mountain, my dad was gonna take us to Spout Springs because it was almost summer, and so this was after I left Lanier. Apparently, the 5th graders of Lanier rented out the entire Spout Springs place while me and my family were gonna go there.
I went to Spout Springs Elementary.
So all my old friends that I hadn't seen for a school year were like, "Hey, it's Cullum," and I was like, "Oh hi, it's been a while, nice to see you." And we were gonna have fun with them, but then Reggie, and as I was walking out, I was telling them bye, and then the same kid was walking out of the pool, and I was like, and we just stared at each other. It was so weird.
The kid that smashed an apple on his head?
Yeah, and it's the same one who quoted Acid Movie too.
Okay, actually, here's another kind of weird story. I'm the really weird kid in class, I think. At the very least, in 5th period. In 5th period in 8th grade, I had, and 3rd period, because we actually got it moved. It was social studies class. The teacher was super weird around me. I can't really explain it.
Which teacher?
Madsen.
Why?
I don't know. It was
Your
like
laptop was basically destroyed.
no, actually, but that was a thing. Oh, I have another story. This one, you reminded me of something. At the end of 7th grade, I got a different laptop. The laptop was really old, and it ran Windows Vista, but it was less beaten up than my current laptop was. But now I have a completely different laptop. We actually got the other one fixed. I remember one class, I actually downgraded my laptop overnight. So it was like super weird, and I opened it up during class only to find that it was on Windows XP, and it had no Wi-Fi. I don't know why I did all of this, but I did. And it was kind of weird.
At the end of 7th grade, I checked out. Well, yeah, so it was the second to last day of 7th grade. My grandfather picked us up in my mom's car. So so he took my mom's car because he needed to pick something up or drop something off at Goodwill. I can't remember. And as he was opening up the back, my book bag fell out, and I checked, and the screen was busted.
Oh, of your laptop?
Yeah, it worked well for like the first, and of course I didn't take it to school on the last day of 7th grade. But it was working fine until in 8th grade, like during fall break. So it had been working from the beginning of 8th grade to fall break. I had taken it on vacation. It's the same vacation that we're on right now, but we didn't go.
But
on
it was for 2 years. You went to vacation for 2 years.
No, it's the same vacation that we're on now, but we didn't go at the same time because of the insert name here virus. But we were on the way there, the button to my computer wasn't working, so I was like, uh-oh. So then I tried pressing it didn't work. So for some odd reason, I decided to use tweezers to like turn it on.
You shot it, didn't you?
Use that? You may ask. Don't ask me because I don't remember.
You shot the power, didn't you?
It worked for a little bit, but like the whole power button was like gouged out. So like you have to go into my computer and press it. But then I looked, and then like on the way back home, it wouldn't turn on. Like I'd press the power button, or where the power button was, it would only flash. So then we went, and then like we didn't get it fixed for the entire rest of 8th grade, and I had to use a Chromebook. Do you remember that, Adam?
I do remember that, actually. I think I remember that.
Yeah, and then my grandmother, my mom said, hey, we'll get it fixed sometime during break, and then Corona happened, and she didn't have time to do it. So
You said the name of the virus.
Oh yeah, the insert name virus.
I'm gonna have to bleep that out now.
Oh man, okay. But yeah, so we didn't get it fixed, and then one day my grandmother was like, hey, I know how much you like to play on your computer and do like creative stuff. So how about I go get you a new? Well, let's go get your old one fixed, and if it doesn't work, then we'll get you a new one. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So then we go there, and we take it to them. They said it was basically unfixable. So they got a hard drive and got as much stuff as they could from it. We got a new computer, which is the one I'm speaking on right now, and there you go.
All right.
Yeah,
I remember some other computer-related stuff. Donald, if he's actually in our group, but he's not on the call today. Christopher left. I don't know what happened. But okay, so basically in 5th period, this was science class, he liked to not focus on the lesson and just play games. I found it hard to focus on the lesson, but not because it was actually hard to listen to or something, but just because I had like an issue with focusing on it. I don't know. Sometimes the word would just kind of like phase through me or something. And it was kind of weird, but I did pass the class with like an A, I think. I don't remember. So I ended up learning like all the stuff. It's just sometimes it was weird.
Yeah, Yeah.
Okay, anyway. So, in this class, Donald would like to just play games the whole time, pretty much. And sometimes he would smash his laptop, his hand on his laptop, and that part of the laptop got kind of busted. And eventually it got to the point where his laptop was running slowly, so I recommended, hey, try restarting it. That might fix the problem. And then he eventually did, and guess what? His laptop was busted.
You busted his laptop.
I didn't do it, he did it.
I know he did most of the work, but you suggested he restart it, which...
Well, it would have been the same anyway.
Alright, fair enough.
I mean, I don't know, man. Anyway, that was, I think that's enough stories for the day.
Well, one more.
Okay, one more story. This is the final story of the day.
It was 7th grade that we did that Hunger Games thing, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness, I remember that.
Yeah, that was probably the last, first time me and you I don't want to say collabed in school, that's weird, but sort of worked together in school, and probably the last time we ever worked together in school.
Maybe.
So, but remember you...
I remember that because it was the weirdest thing. Okay, let me explain this to you. Okay, everyone, for the viewers, let me explain this to you. Here's what happened in this thing. Basically, we had to do a parody song, and we chose "Baby" by Justin Bieber. We were the bankers, and it was weird. I don't know. I didn't actually sing the song, and instead just did weird dances, and we got 3rd place overall. Actually, I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right.
Everyone watched your YouTube videos, so everyone cheered when you were just dancing.
I didn't do that in my YouTube videos. I'm down with Snivy.
No,
Hello
that's
there.
when everyone in our school would watch your YouTube videos.
Oh yeah, they did do that. Okay. But anyway. So that was. I'm actually here's another part of the story. I'm gonna try to confirm this, but I think that the ranking was biased at the end because it wasn't ranked by the teachers. It was ranked by random parents. And it's just so coincidentally, the parents of certain people were in the top 2 groups.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really think about it, well, we got 3rd, and that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. That's not bad. And then we got chocolate afterwards. So
Yeah. We got Mr. Goodbar, I think. I don't like Mr. Goodbar, but we got the crackle bars. Those ones are good. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So I think that's enough stories for the day. Oh, his Wi-Fi crashed. That's what happened. Okay, but I think that's enough stories for today.
Yeah, well,
and we'll come back later, probably next week, and do more stories and actually talk about some subjects in school, what our favorite subjects are, our connection classes, and other stuff. We might even have a special guest or two. Maybe not, but probably not, but I don't know. You never know. We will record this at some point, and this is going up right now, probably. At the time you're listening to this video is already up. Okay, good.